Hello friends, welcome. Catfish farming is indeed a livelihood for many people in Indonesia. Not without reason, catfish is a type of fish that is often consumed by many people. For these reasons, catfish farming is also a type of business with a bright future. Furthermore, it is said that catfish farming is quite easy. So, how do you cultivate it, friends? Curious? Find out by watching this video until the end. Here's how to cultivate catfish easily. Produce high-quality seeds, according to Catfish farming is known as one of the most profitable fisheries businesses. You can see this from the many restaurants that serve catfish on the menu in Indonesia. Catfish has become a popular menu item for many people. Besides being affordable and readily available, catfish is packed with various nutrients that are good for the body, starting from protein, amino acids, omega-3 fatty acids, iron, and iodine. Furthermore, catfish also contains various vitamins needed by the body, such as vitamins A, D, B6, and B12. It's no surprise that catfish is a healthy food that can be consumed daily. This business is also very profitable, my friend. However, whether it's profitable or not depends on your catfish farming, which certainly requires consistency and high focus in managing it. Catfish farming is relatively easy to do. You don't need to prepare a large area to start farming. Furthermore, maintenance is quite easy and doesn't require a long wait for harvest. Now, let's take a look at how, my friend. But before we continue, please click the bell button so you don't miss any new information from this channel. Preparing the pond. The first thing to consider when cultivating catfish is preparing the pond you will use. In this case, you can use a ground pond, a cement pond, or a man-made pond using plastic tarpaulin. Make sure the pond is wide and deep enough to prevent the catfish from dying quickly due to lack of oxygen. After preparing the pond with water, wait a few days for the moss to form. Only then can you add the catfish fry. The purpose of moss and phytoplankton is to prevent the water from becoming cloudy. It usually takes 3 to 7 days for the moss to fully form and become a suitable habitat for catfish. Selecting superior catfish seeds. Friends, choose superior catfish seeds so they grow quickly and are less susceptible to disease. Furthermore, choosing high-quality catfish seeds will produce brightly colored catfish that are active and agile when fed. For this, you can try choosing Dumbo catfish seeds. This type of catfish is relatively easy to care for. Furthermore, Dumbo catfish seeds are said to have high-quality meat and are resistant to disease. Dumbo catfish seeds can also be grown in large quantities. Pay attention to the best time to spread the seeds. The next step in catfish cultivation is to pay attention to the best time to spread the seeds. In this case, you can use a bucket partially filled with catfish seeds. Then, slowly lower the bucket into the pond until the catfish seeds emerge on their own. Also, avoid putting all the catfish seeds into the pond all at once. This can stress the catfish and lead to their death, which will result in losses. The best time to spread catfish seeds is in the morning or evening. At these times, the catfish are usually calmer and more stable, making them safe to transfer to the pond. Separate the catfish by size. Proper and easy catfish farming also requires separating the catfish by size. You need to separate the catfish by body size. Smaller catfish, in particular, should be separated from the adults. This is important to prevent the adults from harming the smaller ones. This is usually done after the catfish seeds are 20 days old in the pond. This is one way to maintain the quality of the catfish. Pay attention to the pond depth and water quality, my friend. The next step in catfish farming also requires careful attention to the pond and water quality. Although catfish survive in mossy water environments, you still need to pay attention to the water source to ensure it remains clear. This means avoiding water sources contaminated with waste. Furthermore, the pond for catfish should be at least 20 centimeters deep. Then, in the second month, increase the depth to 40 centimeters and in the third month to 80 centimeters. You can also add aquatic plants to the pond for shade and to prevent the fish from overheating. Furthermore, adding aquatic plants to a catfish pond is also useful for absorbing toxins, keeping the water healthy. Do you understand now? Choose good catfish feed. When choosing good catfish feed, choose one that contains good nutrition. For example, use 781 concentrate feed. This food can be given every morning, afternoon, and evening. In addition, you can also adjust the feeding times for the catfish according to their needs. The next most important point in catfish cultivation is feeding the catfish. Catfish should be fed 5 to 6 times a day, with feeding intervals of approximately 2 to 3 hours. Feed when the sun has risen so that pollution contaminating the area around the catfish pond can dissipate first. Do not feed catfish during the rain, as rainwater can potentially add acid to the feed. Contaminated feed will harm the catfish's health. So, wait until the rain stops before feeding your catfish. Friends, the part of catfish farming you've been waiting for is the harvest, which can be done after 3 months of breeding. After 3 months of spreading the seeds, the catfish will have grown larger and are ready to be harvested. After harvesting, you can use the pond to spread the seeds again. Catfish rearing only takes about 2 to 3 months to harvest. When harvest time arrives, a 1 kilogram serving of catfish will already contain 7 to 8 fish. Use smooth, slippery equipment to avoid abrasions. Friends, there are many things you must pay attention to, such as pond cleanliness. Clean the pond first before spreading the next seed. Also, make sure there are no remaining catfish before spreading the new catfish into the pond. So, friends, interested in trying this business too? Share your interesting opinions in the comments section. Thank you for watching our channel. Let's build a the subscribe, like, share, and activate the bell button. See you in the next video. Don't forget to watch the other videos, okay?